I'm Chef Mike Moses and welcome to my kitchen. Happy New Year, by the way. Welcome to 2018. So this year, what are we going to do in the kitchen that's going to make our lives easier? How about saving money? It's easy to do, and today I'm going to do something that brings back memories of my childhood and hopefully yours too. If you've ever had oatmeal brown bread, I have got the perfect recipe coming up. In the 1950s, on the south shore of Nova Scotia, just outside of Gamera, there used to be a little place called Harris's Quick and Tasty. And it was, by all means, today's words, a diner. But it was also a gathering point for families. Everybody used to go there for seafood, they used to go there for breakfast, they used to go there for lunch, and one of the most famous things that they produced at Harris's Quick and Tasty, of course, is brown bread. And I've got the recipe for oatmeal brown bread, and we might as well jump right into it. We're gonna make 4 loaves of brown bread. 2 we're gonna cook right away, and the other 2 we're gonna freeze so you can have brown bread any time of the year. And here's what we need. We need 2 cups of rolled oats, 3 cups of boiling water, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 cup of warm water, 2 packages or 2 tablespoons of dry yeast, 2/3 of a cup of molasses, 4 teaspoons of salt, and 7 to 7.5 cups of all-purpose flour. We'll need to roll our sleeves up because we are going to get busy. Let's get our yeast going. I'll move some of my ingredients right now. Add your sugar to the water, 2 teaspoons. Mix it up and dissolve the sugar. And now you're going to add your yeast. And I've got, like I said, 2 tablespoons of yeast, or about 2 packages of normal yeast. We'll add that to the water, give it a good stir. So now we've got our yeast in here and we'll let that go. That's going to activate probably in about 10 or 15 minutes. While our yeast is activating, we want to get our rolled oats going. For the rolled oats, I've got 2 cups rolled oats, not flavored, just straight rolled oats. And I'm going to put in 3 cups of boiling water. Rolled oats. 1. You want to stir it around, get rid of any clumps. This is going to sit and cool for about 20 minutes. Stirring frequently to make sure that all the oats are soaking up the water. We're actually scalding the oats, which is kind of neat. Going to let that sit for about 10 minutes while the oats absorb all the water. While you're doing this also, you're allowing some air to get in there and you're helping it cool down a little. Speaking of cooling down, you're going to need a place to proof your bread. Now, the way that I proof my bread is I preheat my oven to about 170 degrees, then I open it up and I just let it stay warm, probably anywhere from 80 to 100 degrees. And that'll be my proofing oven. It'll also be my cooking oven, but I'm gonna proof my bread in that oven. Especially if you're in Nova Scotia, where it's kind of cold right now. We have a winter storm coming tomorrow, so fresh brown bread's gonna be really good. Nice and cool. Time to get the big bowl out. And now we're gonna add to our oats, we're gonna add 2/3 of a cup of molasses. We're gonna add our nice bubbly formed yeast. Add about 4 teaspoons of salt. And about 4 cups of flour. Nice level cups. And we're gonna start mixing it all together. Helps to have a big bowl and a good spatula. Like I said, I could use a machine for this. However, my machine can't handle this much bread. It's all right. I don't mind getting my hands dirty for you. And now we can start adding more flour, 1 cup at a time. So we'll add cup number 5. Pretty soon, we're gonna get our hands dirty, which is the best part about making homemade brown bread. All right, add another cup. Now you can start getting your hands in there. Make sure you're nice and floured so the bread don't stick. And you want to keep twisting and turning. It's still very sticky in the middle. All right, we're going to add another cup of flour. If you twist with your fingers, it incorporates the flour quicker. Plus you get a good workout. Flip it over, grabbing some flour every time you twist it. Have about half a cup left, and that will be when I'm ready to put it on the board. Okay, let's put some flour on the board. And we'll turn this out. Now we're going to knead this for about 8 to 9 minutes and incorporate the rest of the flour. The easiest way to knead, bring, twist, twist, and knead. Twist, twist, and knead. This is going to make 4 loaves, 2 of which we are going to freeze. Okay, it's starting to get sticky. So I'm going to add more flour to the board and directly on top. And just a little more flour left. Never said it was a clean job. Nice ball of brown bread. I'm going to put this in a greased pan. We're going to grease both sides of it, and we're going to let it proof for about an hour. So in a large bowl, you want to grease the bowl. The easiest way to do that is wrap some cellophane around your fingers and just all the way around the bowl, even the edges, because if it doubles in size, we're going to have a big monster on our hands. All right, now we're going to take our loaf, put it in the bowl, pat it down, then flip it over. And that way the top is also pat her down. Make it into a nice ball. This is going to go proof for a couple of hours. And when we come back, I'll show you how we break it up to freeze, and then we'll cook some good old-fashioned Maritime Oatmeal Brown Bread. Okay, now that we've proofed our dough for probably about 2 hours, we're going to knock it down. A little bit of flour on the board. A little bit in the hands. And we'll bring her out onto the flour. So now we want to make 4 balls. We're making 4 loaves, so I'll use my dough cutter. Turn it in on itself. There's another one. To put them in the freezer, the way I like to do it, I like to use a vacuum sealer and just vacuum seal them in the bag. I'll show you how I preserve my breads. Make a couple of bags. Lightly dust a ball of dough. Make it into your loaf size. Put it in the bag, and then you vacuum seal it. And there we have a loaf of bread, vacuum sealed, ready to go. You want to put that in the freezer. There's enough air pockets in there to keep the yeast alive. And when you bring it out, put it back into the warm air after you thaw it out in your fridge for 24 hours. You can have fresh made bread once it proofs up and rises. Now we need to grease a couple of pans, once again with your cellophane and your Crisco, or your shortening, or your lard, whatever you would like. Just make sure the pan's nice and greased. Take one of the balls, we'll form it into a loaf. So we now have a loaf in the pan, 2 loaves in the pans. We're going to put those in the warm box again to proof. Let those proof up and puff up for about an hour. Okay, our loaf has been in the proofing oven for about an hour, and we're ready to go into a hot oven, 30 to 35 minutes. It's got to be about 400 degrees. A couple of loaves of Maritime brown bread, and we'll just get some butter. Put that on some wax paper. And just give them a nice shine. Once these cool down, I'll put them on a cooling rack, and we're all ready for a cup of tea and a slice of brown bread. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of these, please subscribe. I post new videos every week right here on my channel. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I post videos like this every week, so please subscribe. Also, if you'd like more information, head over to my blog, thepersonalchef.blog, where I post this recipe that you can print off. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to helping you cook better, eat healthier, and shop smarter.